At this time, I'll yield to Brother Darnell. He has a few questions that he'd like to share with our representatives.
Thank you, Sister Hager. Quite a few questions. Mrs. Haynes was the committee health chair.
Yeah.
Did she elaborate on why she said not good policy? I mean,
I think it was because of some of the other things that she was saying, you know, that it's an unfunded mandate, that she didn't explain it. I'm just guessing.
Well, I'm the type of person that likes to go straight to the meat of things, okay? You think that was just a patronizing, that she was just saying it's not good policy? Second question is, why is the Kidney Foundation against this? We understand
because
that
of the cost. I asked Mickey Knight that, and he said
I know Mr. Knight, he's a lobbyist for the Kidney Foundation. And the cost of $14 million, those generators cost what, $80,000?
$70,000.
That's not that many. It's that many dialysis units. The biggest set of units we got is over in the Detroit area. In the West Michigan side, I think we got like about 6 or 7. We got about 2 in Grand Rapids, 2 over here, but DaVita does their own thing.
You'd have to ask Mickey Knight how he arrived at that figure. I don't know how he, you know, I did the math. I mean, if it was 10 million or 14 million, I mean, I don't know that arguing over that figure is going to get us anywhere.
Getting back to the comment that Chairman Haber spoke about the prevention funding. I understand that she did say that you need to do more prevention instead of doing preventing, cutting off someone's treatment dollars. Did she, as Ms. Carey said, did she give any indication that she's willing to work with us on getting some funding for doing something like that? And we have to contact to look into that?
No, she is not.
We would be the point of contact to do that.
Right. Yeah, I would encourage this group to do that. I mean, that would be something that is possible this year. I mean, if you're willing to wait a year, then we reintroduce.
May I intervene a second along with Ms. Darnell's question? You know, I've sat quietly on this for quite some time, but it just blows me away to hear a for-profit company have the audacity to ask or to even suggest that you are receiving funds from Medicare, Medicaid, for whomever.
Right.
And then someone suggests to you that because of the patient's difficulty in receiving service, etc., and you're talking, and I said this in your office, you're talking $70,000, and you have the audacity to say, is someone going to help you fund this? I mean, a person have to be extremely ignorant to even fall for that. That makes no sense whatsoever. I have a business that I'm going to say, now you are going to help me run I'm going to make the profit. You're not going to get a dime, but you are going to contribute some dollars to me to run my business. Does that make sense? I tell people all the time, maybe I just took too many hits in the head playing football. But that makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And to say that something is an unfunded mandate, being an educator, everything that we get, not 80% of stuff you get, is an unfunded mandate. I work with the No Child Left Behind policies and stuff like that. Many of them are unfunded mandates. Nonetheless, they are required to ensure appropriate academic prowess for students, et cetera, et cetera. So for someone in the health area to have the audacity to say that something is an unfunded mandate is in and of itself an oxymoron. For someone in the health area, for someone to say, is someone going to help us fund this? And start throwing around numbers, 10 million, 14 million, etc. That's supposed to frighten somebody?
I'm not sure she implied.
Because we're talking about each one of our individual companies here. And as we all know, people purchase things all the time in bulk. So if there's a mandate that happens to come down the pike or anything else, then we go to company A and say, listen, we need XYZ number of generators. Now, what are you going to sell these generators to us for? So there are some unspoken, and that's why I said quietly, because some things I hear just quite insulting. to be honest with you.
I would agree.
So there are some elements that no one takes into consideration when they put this stuff on paper and have the audacity to give it to somebody and want it to be rationalized and made sense of. Because it doesn't make sense. And it's not rational thinking. And anybody that's as broke as I am understand that if I go and buy something in bulk, I'm going to get it cheaper. But now we're talking, as you shared a moment ago, with the support, because people had individuals, and because of the renal failure and those kinds of things, then it behooves one to say again, you're talking about a company. You're not talking about an individual. You're talking about a company spending $55,000, $65,000, $70,000. You're not asking the CEO to take it out of his personal funds and from his family. So whether that patient is coming in, paying the money or not, it's not the issue. But that's what it sounds like to me. The issue is they are receiving compensation for treating the patient. And that's why I said, without being overly redundant, you have the, not you, you have the audacity to turn around and ask, well, is someone going to help us fund it? Get out of here with that kind of talk. That's insulting.
I don't know that they
Not
implied.
you.
Yeah, I don't know that she implied that there should be funding for it.
Mm-hmm.
Just that unfunded mandates or something that shouldn't be done. I don't think she
Which
was.
again makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then that's why I'm not attacking you.
Yeah.
I'm just sharing. No. I realize you're the messenger.
Yeah.
As with all I can honestly say to you, as respecting your position, as a person respecting your position as a representative, I understand that you're just sharing with us the information that was given to you.
Right.
But I'm just sharing as president of the branch is that when I see this information, when I hear this information, it's insulting. If a person disagrees, then just say, listen, I disagree. You know, it's not good business. I'm lobbying for something else. Just like the gentleman, what's his name, in your office, he made it very clear.
Mickey Knight.
Mickey said he was a lobbyist. He said he was for prevention. He said it would be expensive to the companies. And I shared with him briefly at that time what our position was on that as far as monies, etc. And I share again, even when you're talking to people that don't have a lot of funds and you saying $70,000, nobody's going to get excited because there's no money. I mean, let's just be honest. Now, you're talking companies that bring in millions and millions of dollars, and they have the audacity, or someone has the audacity to put on the table and talk about it's too expensive. Come on now.
I know.
So, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But Mr. Darnell, I'm sorry,
No,
I just had to say that.
that's okay. But I got just a procedural question to ask Representative Wright. It appears that the bill died on her desk, right?
Well, yeah, it was.
It didn't get anywhere. It just died right here on these fine points that you gave you.
And that decision is made by the committee chair and the Speaker of the House, Jace Bolger.
So the Speaker of the House. So we never got to committee so that we could probably have a public hearing.
Right.
It never got
Right.
to committee for that.
Exactly.
It died on her desk.
Right.
Okay.
So was this all verbal?
Yeah.
Nothing
Just scribble.
documented.
Well, I wrote it all down.
Well, yeah.
I take copious notes.
That's a question.
No minutes are taken. I mean,
If
this
not-
kind of stuff, minutes aren't taken. It's just, Huh?
Died on her desk.
That's, yeah. Minutes are taken in committee, but not,
Between the-
in these three meetings.